Hello, my name's Ed Frawley. Another good question and answer that came into our website, Leerburg.com, to the portal for Ask Cindy. Cindy's my wife. Cindy answers these questions every day, and I think we're the only website on the internet that you will get a professional dog trainer ask your questions when you don't have to be a customer of ours. You don't have to, if you have a question on dog training, on if we can help you on healthcare and behavioral problems, breeding, we have a lot of experience doing this, probably more experience than almost anybody in the United States doing it. I'm 76. I can't tell you how old Cindy is, or she'd kill me, but I love her. So this is a question that can apply to so many people because it's a dog that's developing a chewing habit. And the risk with these dogs that develop this chewing habit, chewing things up, is that they chew them, eat them, have a bowel obstruction, and to clear a bowel obstruction, if you get to it before it kills the dog, is going to cost you a couple $1,000. And it can all not happen if you just manage the dog correctly. And they can have access to the right chew toys. We personally recommend these Go Nut chew toys that we've sold for I don't know how many years since they first started coming out. But let me read it first, and then we'll talk a little more about it. Because we have this issue with one of our dogs, actually a Chihuahua, a 4.5-pound Chihuahua. This person has a Dutch Shepherd, great big dog. So we adopted a Dutch Shepherd back in July. This was from last year. He's a little over a year old now and is more of a medium-sized dog at this point. I'm guessing he's mostly done growing. Maybe, maybe not. German Shepherds aren't done growing until they're 2.5, 3 years old, maybe 3.5 years old. And I bred German Shepherds for police work for 35 years. So now I'm planning to train him as a running partner in the spring. And at this point, he's doing very well with the basic commands and his leash manners. I will mention this here. I'm not sure that it applies to this, but you want to be very, very careful taking a dog that's too young. And I'm not saying that a dog that is a year old in July, talking about being a running partner next spring, that dog's okay. But to get a puppy or a young dog and take him out running is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. You would not take a 6-year-old child running. Why? Because their bones are too soft. If you take a young dog out as a running partner too young, you're going to wreck the dog's hips. I will guarantee you, you're going to wear that dog's hips out. They have to mature. Their bones need to get stronger. But this person sounds like they've got it together. Okay, so our German Shepherd, I'm running into a problem that he likes taking the thin parts of soft toys and grinding them between his molars. So he's chewing on them. Our German Shepherd did this with a rope toy. When we first got her, she was another adoption and was almost 1.5 years old when we got her. But she grew out of this chewing very quickly. He does it when he's bored, the dog she's got now. And I'm not sure what to do about this. Well, I'll butt in here and say, do something with him to make sure he's not getting bored. Give your dog something to do, and we'll talk about it. He chews his bones throughout the day without any problem. We've started keeping the soft toys up and away unless he's supervised. You know what? Quite frankly, on a dog like this, I wouldn't even give him soft toys. I would take him away from him. Don't let him practice bad behavior. But today, he discovered the tag for the bathroom rug and started chewing that with a bone laying 2 feet away. What did I just get through saying about practicing bad behavior? This dog's been allowed to practice bad behavior. You don't let him do that at all. Is this normal? It can be normal with some dogs. Is this something he's going to grow out of? Maybe, maybe not. Not if you let him do it and continue to let him practice bad behavior. Is this something I should worry about? Darn right you should. Just talked about the $2,000 bill or having him die. But Cindy's answer is much more diplomatic than mine. She said, some dogs do this. We have a Chihuahua named Pip that does almost the same thing. I love Pip. She's cool. I've had adult dogs my whole entire life. German Shepherds my whole life. Malinois too. Now I have a little Chihuahua, a Border Terrier, and a Shih Tzu, and I love them all. I didn't know little dogs could be so much fun, but I diverse. She loves the soft toys, Pip is. Cindy says she loves those soft toys that don't have stuffing, and she chews the ears and face off if we don't supervise her. We worry about her chewing the ears off. It got to the point when she was young, I thought she would outgrow it, so I cut the ears off so she wouldn't eat them. She's tiny and loves to play tug with us and those fabric fuzzy toys, but if left to her own devices, she does exactly what this dog does. I'm not sure why some of these dogs do this. It's their choice. We simply take these toys and we put them away. We don't give them the chance to chew on them and swallow this stuff. She's only 4.5 pounds, that's Pip. So I worry about a bowel obstruction if she swallows a chunk of that material. Cindy says, I would pick these toys up. We sell products that are designed to be chewed by dogs. They're called Go Nuts. We sell a number of Go Nut products, and we've sold them for many, many years. The beauty of a Go Nut is they're multi-layered, and they are hard rubber. I know Rick, the guy that designed them and that has a patent on them and does it all, really a good guy, has a lot of experience in this field, and he's designed these dog toys to be chewed. And if they chew them too much, the inside core of the Go Nuts are a different color. And if your dog chews and happens to get to that inner color, then you just send it back. You can send it to us and we'll send it back in if you bought it from us. But that's an important thing too. We get very, very few of these Go Nuts back. But it's good to know that it's not a toy that your dog is going to chew up. It just doesn't happen. The person writes back and says, that's great to hear. Thanks for the feedback. But in closing, the important thing with this dog and any dog that has this problem is these dogs need to learn that these toys are your toys. They're not their toys. We teach that to the dog, but that's not something for this video. It's covered in the training videos I produced. But we don't leave toys laying around in our room. We don't, in the house, in the living room, in the kitchen, nowhere. We don't leave toys out so the dogs can go and play with them when they want to play with them. They're our toys. We play with the dog. We prefer, with the larger dogs, like Cindy's German Shepherd, he doesn't play in the house, not ever. She takes him outside to play. She doesn't give him toys in the house because we don't want him to start to chew. She controls what toys he has access to, and if you have something that you're concerned about and you have to leave and you're gone all day and you have to put your dog in a crate so he doesn't chew the couch up, well, then maybe get one of these Go Nut cups that they have and fill them full of like yogurt, something like that, put it in the freezer, or go get cow's knuckle bones. Don't cook them. You don't want to give dogs that chew steak bones, especially steak bones that have already been heated and you've eaten the meat off of it. Steak bones splinter, and when they splinter, you run the risk of a dog eating that, and if it's splintered, perforating your dog's bowels. Don't give your dog steak bones. If you're going to give him a bone, go to your butcher and buy the cow's knuckle bones, and then give him an option. Let him have that someday. The other day, maybe give him one of the Go Nuts that's got frozen yogurt in it. You'll be able to monitor your dog and think outside the box for something your dog likes to do and something that keeps him busy. And the only time he has access, if you're going to give him access to these other goofy toys, which I don't think you should, only do it when you're supervising him.